Because I know there was a time when I used to struggle, and there was times I couldn't afford to eat like that. There were times I had to starve. There's times I've had to scrape mold off bread. You know, I remember my earliest memory was eating rice with ants crawling all over it. Hi guys, my name's Maz Delasena, and I'm an author, healer, and coach. I help people heal and transform their lives so they can start living in alignment and manifest the things that they want. On this channel, I talk about all the things that I love, like spirituality, personal development, healing, and all things manifestation. If that sounds like your kind of vibe, don't forget to hit the big red button down below, hit subscribe, and join my little community so you can keep up to date with all my new uploads. In today's video, I wanted to talk about how to manifest anything. You got that right, anything. You just need to understand this one thing. And seriously, this one thing is something that took me almost a decade to actually understand. And it's so simple. And this one thing is so crucial in order for you to be able to manifest whatever it is that you desire. Whether it's the specific person, the money, the business, the success, the body, the health, the relationships, whatever it may be. You just need to understand this one thing. And this one thing is just being in alignment. What's alignment, you ask? So alignment is being just here, in the now, and present. Not worrying about the future, not dwelling on the past, just enjoying this very moment right now. Having gratitude for whatever it is that you have, rather than focusing on the lack of what you don't have and not having what it is you want. When we're focusing on things that don't make us feel good, we are not in alignment. But when we are focused on things that do make us feel good, we're on a different energetic frequency, on a higher vibration, and we are in spiritual alignment. Have you not noticed those times where you're feeling like on top of the world? You're feeling so great and everything seems to just come to you effortlessly and easily. And you seem to be able to manifest things, and you'll think of someone and ta-da, they're just there. You'll want something and ta-da, you get discounts, freebies, I don't know, just life just flows. And if you think back and look back to any of those times, if you've experienced it, there was one thing that was in common, and that was a pattern in regards to all those things. And those things were because of exactly how you feel. Emotion is everything. Even when it comes to manifesting, I talk about it all the time throughout all my videos about manifestation. Even when you visualize, you can visualize and do all that stuff, but if you don't feel good, and you're like, oh, I need to visualize because I need to manifest this thing. Let's visualize. And you don't feel good visualizing, and it's a chore, or you don't actually feel that great while you're doing it, it's never gonna work. But if you can visualize and feel 2000% great about that visualization, like, it's all about how you feel. And even when you're not visualizing, just living. We have so much to be thankful for. Being grateful for the little things. Like, even now, I talk about it all the time, and sometimes I do post about it when it comes to food. Every time, I'm a big foodie, and every time I eat an absolutely delicious meal, I take a moment and really feel into that gratitude. Because I know there was a time when I used to struggle, and there was times I couldn't afford to eat like that. There were times I had to starve. There's times I've had to scrape mold off bread. You know, I remember my earliest memory was eating rice with ants crawling all over it. I know what it was like not to be able to eat, and I know there's a lot of people in the world that don't have that luxury. So when I do eat like an absolute delicious meal, I take a moment to really just thank the fact that I can eat this and afford this, and really feel grateful and happy in that moment, and just complete bliss. And I'm not just talking about food, but Anything, if you can eat and you don't have to worry about where your next meal's coming from, that's a blessing in itself. We have so many things we can find to be grateful for. But if you're sitting there focused on the negatives in life, the stuff that you don't have, the things that you want, why is life doing this to me? Why am I always getting bad luck? Or just being in that victim mentality, woe is me. And I've been there, there's no judgment. I've done that. And back in those days is when everyone used to tease me about being a bad luck magnet. But now everyone teases me about being too lucky, and I'm just so lucky and everything comes easily. And it's not quite like that, but it comes a lot easier than what it used to be. Now, I'm not saying life is always going to be peaches and rainbows and unicorns and roses, like, if only. But if it was like that, we would never grow, and we wouldn't even know how to feel gratitude, because we would never appreciate anything, because everything was always constantly perfect. But the trick is, regardless, there will always be things that throw us off track. There will be losses. We're human. We'll experience people passing away. We'll have heartbreak. Things will not always go to plan. The trick is to look at it from a higher perspective. And when things feel like they're falling apart, or you're not getting what you want, just take a moment, pause, and look at the situation. Reflect and ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What can I learn from this? How could this potentially be a blessing in disguise? When you start coming from that kind of perspective, a higher perspective, and maintaining that attitude that still comes from a place of love, hope, and faith, everything changes for you. It's all in how you feel. It honestly is. And that is a big reason why, as my full-time job, I help people heal. I help them remove all those subconscious blocks, those self-limiting beliefs, consciously, and I'm an energetic healer, and I help people remove those energetic blocks out of their body, so that they can get to a place where they can just be content and happy and in alignment, and start living the lives that they want, and transforming their lives from lack to abundance. But yes, once you understand that one thing, it's all in our emotions. It's all about being in alignment. It's all about how you truly feel inside. Everything changes. That I can promise you. There's actually a video that was recently uploaded. It's by Abraham Hicks, and I absolutely adore her. I listen to her every morning. I'm actually going to post that down below so you can check that out, because when she posted it, I actually commented on it. So I was like, oh my god, finally there's a video that just simplifies this, and it just resonated so much that I just wanted to share. But I'm going to post it down below. Check that out. And if you need help removing those blocks, those limiting beliefs, those things holding you back, if you know you have suppressed pain and trauma, if you know there's something that's keeping you from being able to walk into a life of abundance, and you know deep in your heart that you do deserve more and there is more out there, reach out to me. I'll post a link down below. We can chat and see if and how I can help you. Otherwise, I hope that this video helps you today. And if it did, and if you've had any other experiences, drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear. Well, give this a like if you do enjoy this kind of content. But yes, until next time.